spoons divided by 8 people, it's not too bad, is it? So we'll just mix up the liquid, the marinade together. Then you have to add in the pepper as well, which I think is only about 1/4 teaspoon, but you can add more if you like to. I think we can add the whole lot in, right? Okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much, Ken Chang. So we have actually done this and mixed it up already, okay? So what we do is we actually put the marinade and put the fish inside to marinate it for about 2 hours. Okay? Okay, so we have put all the fish in already. We'll just marinate. Just make sure the fish is really covered with the marinade, and we'll put it in the fridge for 2 hours minimum. Of course, if you want, you can always do it the day before, okay? So if you have to go to school, you can do it the day before, and then marinate it, and then when you come back from school, then you actually cook it up. So it's even better. So the longer the marinade, the better. See, so we actually cover it up like this, okay? Make sure it's actually all soaked up, then we'll put it in the fridge.
Okay.
Chan, can you please put this in the fridge? We'll marinate it for 2 hours.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, I've forgotten. We have to actually cover it up first.
Why do you have to cover it?
Because you don't want to actually have any cross-contamination from the raw product to any cooked food that's in the fridge.
Oh, that's for safety.
Yes, that's correct for food safety purposes. And also because the smell is very wonderful, you know, with the fragrance of the fish sauce, you also do not want the smell to actually spread to the other food in the fridge as well.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, so we put it, oh no, hang on, well, sorry. We have to actually put it at the bottom shelf, okay, rather than on the top shelf.
Oh.
Do you know why?
Is it to prevent cross-contamination?
Exactly so, because we do not want any of the cooked food to actually be cross-contaminated in case the fish and the juices actually leaks out. So it's actually raw contaminating over to the cooked food. Before we take the fish out of the fridge, we really need to actually preheat the oven first.
Okay.
Then we turn on the oven to convection mode. Okay. Then what we do is we turn the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. The original recipe asked for it to be deep fried. So what we have done is actually going to bake it because it's actually healthier, and because deep fried actually uses more oil. So we're actually going to bake it to actually make it a bit healthier and use less oil content.
Are you sure that baking will be as good?
I would think so. You can try it later because what happened with the baking, the ingredients are still the same. Probably the texture may just be a little bit different because the deep fry is actually more crispy. Whereas you can still do the same thing with this fish by actually at the final part you just take it off and then just grill it to just give it that little dry effect.
Okay.
We can take the fish out of the fridge now. Thank you.
Okay.
Now, look at this. So you can tell even the color has actually sort of simmered through with the fish and
Wow, it smells good.
So what we have to do, we just got to realign the fish a little bit, okay? Wow, look at that. It's really truly marinated after 2 hours.
Can we bake it now? Looking at it is making me hungry.
Sure you can, we just need to put some foil over it first. To actually put the foil, it's not for any cross-contamination, but it's actually to prevent the fish from drying out.
Oh,
Remember, for deep frying, it actually makes the fish crispy, but you don't want it to actually be dried out as well. So you actually put the cover on, just to keep the moisture in, so that the fish is actually cooked in its own juice in the oven.
Sounds interesting.
Okay, there you go. You can put the oven now. Thank you. For the middle shelf.
How long do you have to bake it?
Probably about 30 minutes.
Auntie Gladys, 30 minutes is up. Can we take the fish out?
I think we can. Let's have a look.
Okay.
always remember, when you take anything out of the oven, make sure that you always take the lid, open it away from you. Otherwise, what will happen?
The steam will burn your face.
That's correct. So we actually flick it up this way. Well, there you go.
How do we know whether the fish is done?
Okay, take out the fork, I'll show you. You press into the fish and then try to flick it out and remove it. If it does actually comes off easily, that means it's actually cooked.
Like this?
Yes. So to put the garnish on now, because this is sort of like very yellowish color, to add more veggie, you can actually add some garnish to it. And some parsley. This is your ginger and wine baked fish.
It is delicious. And I didn't expect that baking would be as good as deep frying the fish.
Yes, it is. You can many different ways of actually cooking the fish. To make it into a complete meal, this is only the fish and some vegetables with it. You still need to have some rice to go with it together.
Okay, time to dig in.